27?
Yeah, we're on 27 now.
We're halfway through the year.
Wait.
52 years.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like saying
52 weeks in a year.
I thought you were saying that we're just halfway through the year in
No.
a general sense, and I was like, Joe, the year's almost over, buddy. You're going to Japan sooner than you think.
Fuck. No,
That's
it's
exciting.
5 months away.
That's sooner than you think.
It is.
I think spring will slow down time a lot. I'm still looking at levels a little bit.
I think so too.
I think spring will slow down because we'll have a lot more breaks, which will be fucking nice because I'm actually exhausted this semester. I don't think anyone's been happy this semester.
You don't get breaks in the fall semester.
It sucks. It's fucking garbage.
I just want a 3-day weekend, man.
I mean, we're getting a fucking 5-day.
I'm not gonna do anything over Thanksgiving though because it's like too long, and I'm not at my home.
I'm gonna go home
at Kylie's, and I'm just not gonna get anything done.
That's true. Well, you can always like bring your laptop and get something done. We're still gonna record the pod, right? It's still gonna happen.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, we can do it early or late or something.
That's true. I mean, yeah, we can always just do like, oh, we have 1,000 hours of free time because there's no school. We can just figure something out. I'm like literally everything I have to do is due before Thanksgiving.
I have stuff before and after.
I have everything's due.
Fuck.
I have paper, project, test all before.
I have an oral exam on Tuesday. I'm not prepared for. I gotta study for that today.
I
Okay, glad I remembered that.
Paper project test is like not what I'm happy about. It's like all 3 classes are like, here's your paper you have to do, here's your product you have to do, and here's your tests you have to do. I'm tired. I'm very tired. And I've just been sitting down playing Dragon's Dogma.
Well, why don't we start recording? You can tell me all about
It's
it.
already recording. Hi, welcome to the
Oh my god.
Objective Perspective. It's episode 27.
I'm Joe.
You're just cutting me off now.
Yeah, it's our bit.
It's your bit. I don't enjoy it. I'm Chase.
I really like this bit.
Okay. Hey, we got some news.
What's our news?
Stuff happened. Did you watch the BlizzCon?
I saw some updates.
Did you follow up with the BlizzCon?
Well, the Warcraft Vanilla's coming back. I saw.
There's a lot. That's like the big one, which is the meme one that everyone's been making fun of because they're like, you don't know what you want. Yeah. And then they're like, all right, let's bring back the vanilla server. So they're bringing back a vanilla server.
I'm going to be honest. I might play vanilla WoW when it's out.
See, I got into WoW with vanilla, and then like I really liked Burning Crusade. That's when like I found my stride with it.
Yeah.
So bring me back the Burning Crusade server, then we'll talk.
I'm sure it's gonna happen. Like I'm sure we're gonna just start over.
Yeah. What if they just like progress through time as the vanilla server only sees like an expansion happens for the
well,
regular
they should just
WoW.
go to the Frozen Throne and just not do Cataclysm, and then we can stay there.
Is that the high point for most people?
Well, because Cataclysm was like they redid the world and everything changed. I feel like that was a really drastic point because that was where I actually got into WoW, and even then it wasn't that deep. Like I never even got to endgame content, but I always felt really bad that I missed out on vanilla WoW. I felt like I missed out on something really special, and I'm really excited now that I have a chance to do it.
I just like keeping it like almost like archiving for like a way to be like, hey, here's like the original what we had intended. I hope it's like completely the original WoW.
Yeah.
But
like original WoW's really buggy and like fucked up. It's the weird balance of this, and like I'm excited to see what they decide to go with.
I bet they're gonna try to like get all the bugs out and then just keep WoW as WoW.
But balancing is still like a problem.
It totally
skill
was.
Trees. And, yeah.
You're right. You're right. I don't know what they're gonna do, but that was the big thing. Was hey, doing vanilla server. We're also getting rid of PvP servers. They're just gone.
Really?
So you opt into PvP now. You go to your main hub city and you're like, hey, I would like to participate in PvP just in this server. And they're like, okay, you're now in like PvP, so you can get into PvP easier.
Weird.
Yeah, that one's like a weird one. I want to see how that totally plays itself out. StarCraft 2, free to play.
I didn't hear about that.
StarCraft 2 is going free to play.
That's fucking crazy.
Wings of Liberty, not the, I think, Legacy, Heart of the Swarm, Legacy of the Void. Whoa. $14.99 each.
So still pay for the DLC.
Yeah, but the first game is free to play.
That's awesome.
I wonder if the actual. I'm not seeing if like maybe there's probably if I read it more I'd know, but I didn't.
Maybe some of the races you have to pay to unlock.
Yeah.
And
I think like I wonder if the campaigns are gonna be like. What's it called? Like you have to buy the campaigns with the multiplayer to be completely free. So like they already still have all the races in the first game, so it was just the 2 and 3 of Heart of the Swarm, Legacy of the Void were just campaigns.
I still can't believe Overwatch isn't free to play.
Yeah,
that
was
crazy
$40.
Yeah,
and you got loot boxes and that shit. But don't throw stones in glass houses.
I'm not free to play.
Moira, that's it for me. I bought the Shadow of War. I fucked up my life.
Get there.
Moira is the new champion for Overwatch.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, no, I thought we were talking about World of Warcraft still. Never mind. That's not cool. I thought we were talking about Moira Bronzebeard.
No, Moira is just a new champion in Overwatch.
Sad.
She seems to be an evil person.
Oh, okay.
Moira possesses the ability to inflict an enormous amount of damage on her enemies, according to Overwatch director Jeff Kaplan. She can also heal her teammates. She also appears to have spellcasting abilities. The last three are obviously not from what he said, but I want him to just be like, she deals massive damage, and she heals, and she does spells. Like, that's it. And then he just gets off the stage.
So Magni Bronzebeard turned into a diamond.
That's cool.
He got diamondified. So now Moira Bronzebeard, who married the Black Iron Dwarves, they've sort of now come...
Are the Black Iron Dwarves good now, or is Moira bad
I think
now?
in the new WoW expansion, which is another thing. I don't want to step on your toes.
No, just let's get into it. Let's
New
talk.
WoW expansion.
Yeah.
They're like recruiting more races, so you have like more races you can play now. But like that's part of the quest is to have your like main character go and recruit them. It looks like so. Like
Okay.
one of those races is like Dark Iron Dwarves, which is pretty cool.
Wouldn't that just be like a sub race then? at
They
that
do a
point?
little bit of those. They're all kind of sub racy because they have like different kinds of trolls, different kind of elves.
Yeah, I hate those trolls.
You got like light. What are the weird space alien people called?
They're like the Draenei. Or like
The Draenei, yeah. You got
yeah.
some light Draenei people.
Oh, so they're like sub races of races.
Kind of, but they have like different race benefits. So it
Yeah, I
adds some
mean,
cool
like sub
customization
races
stuff,
have.
Yeah.
Look, if we're talking about, look, all I know when I talk about race, all I think about is D&D terminology. So there's the you pick the elf, and you pick wood elf, high elf, or drow. You know, like it's like
We're getting more subclass.
yeah,
races.
we're getting okay, interesting. That's kind of cool. That's like a good way to differentiate yourself.
Feels like they're adding more options.
My
and
favorite
stuff.
part of D&D was the beginning of the game where you picked your race and started in a new area. That was like the cool thing to me.
I'm not super familiar with like the lore behind this because from like Legion, it was like, oh, the world's under attack again. They had all team up, and now
Yeah, they, like,
it's just
went
like
back in
Horde
time.
and Alliance are just fighting again now.
Yeah,
Just like-
the story stuff is really bad.
It-
WoW.
It looked like it was just Anduin fighting Valera. No, not
Is
Valera.
Illidan back?
Illidan's like working for the good guys again now.
Okay.
Sylvanas. It's like Sylvanas fighting Anduin because now Anduin's daddy's dead, and he had his daddy's sword.
Oh.
Barry and Rin.
Is Anduin bad now?
No, Anduin's like good, but it's just weird to see him fighting, leading the army.
I thought like Sylvanas was good too.
She's like, well, the Horde isn't bad.
Yeah.
She's just leading the Horde.
Oh, they're just
now.
like fighting each
Yeah,
other.
like the
Okay.
Horde and Alliance are just fighting again.
And like who's the main bad? Like there's no main bad. Just like there's back at it again.
I don't know. I think they're just back at it again.
All right, back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
I'm kind of disappointed, but this is what happens when WoW keeps going.
Other big news was Hearthstone expansion. I was getting to. Look, man, you got stepping on my toes.
Hey, I'm just helping you out, man.
Thank you. Kobolds and Catacombs.
They're
is
doing
happening.
D&D.
Yeah, they're doing it. They're like fucking going all in, which is fine.
I think it looks pretty fun.
Yeah, it looks like a good expansion. I don't think Hearthstone's had a bad expansion really, besides like over time, like
Knight and Karazhan was pretty bad.
Nine Cares ones bad. Like they always show like. I think the problem with Hearthstone is they have really bad balancing on their like people are like really shitty at balancing. Like they have no idea how to do it.
I mean, yeah, like the cards that are viable are not fair cards. They're always just overpowered
Yeah,
ones.
they're always like overpowered, and they have to like go and like fix them and like nerf older cards so like that work with them. I think their like balancing team is like actually not great at what they're doing. It's like obvious, like they'll fix it. Like in the first day, it's like Pirate Warriors back again, baby, and then it's like oh fuck me, like a 1-cost 1/2 gets fucking. What are you thinking? It's like that shit's ridiculous. The fucking rogue quest. Everyone's like, it's not gonna be good, and I'm like, what is this? I'll play that, and then you crush them. Like that shit was nasty. Yeah, I wonder what. I think they should like think about back to the basics Hearthstone and why people really loved it, and be like, make more of that.
Back to goblins versus gnomes.
Yeah, let's go back to original Hearthstone. This is the vanilla Hearthstone servers coming back out.
That'd be so weird, dude.
That would be.
But like
really
even
weird.
then, it was way unbalanced though. Like
Yeah.
in beta, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, card games always have a problem
The
with
one I'll
balancing.
always remember is the buzzard. The buzzard that used to be like 2 mana, and now it's
Yeah.
like 5 mana.
Yeah, now they like nerfed it into the ground where it's just not viable. Hanzo's coming to Heroes of the Storm,
Okay.
so you can play as an Archer Man.
How long before like the entire roster of Overwatches and Heroes of the Storm?
I don't think they're gonna put some on there that like people don't like. Like I think if they keep adding Heroes of the Storm characters that like aren't as popular, they're just not gonna get funneled in.
Are there Overwatch characters people don't like?
I don't know actually. It's a great question, but like I think if they keep adding new Overwatch characters, they'll never be able to catch up to the Hearthstone characters. Because those take a while to balance and make and stuff.
I thought that everyone liked every Overwatch character. I thought they were all pretty liked.
I don't like some of them just because I don't like some of them.
I like Reinhardt.
I like
the one, That's
Reinhardt.
the one I like.
I like Soldier 76 because I'm a basic man.
Who's the edgy guy?
That's Reaper.
Reaper's funny.
Yeah, he's real like edgy, and he's like die, die, die.
Okay, I don't like him as much anymore.
And then he shoots all of his shotguns in a circle around him.
All right, yeah, I'm
as an
back on.
AoE.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he's like a shadow man. And there's Widowmaker, who's the shadow lady,
I don't like her.
and she's like, I'm shooting, and then she goes bang.
She's like an alien. Why is there an alien in that?
Well, it's not an alien. She got like genetically modified.
No, I thought she
to
was,
be
like,
evil.
Wasn't she from like
No, all right.
StarCraft?
I will straight up tell you all about Widowmaker's lore
Okay,
because
tell me-
it's real
all right,
dumb.
lay it on me.
She is
I thought she was a StarCraft.
was like
character.
she's totally from Overwatch. She was so there's like two warring factions in like Overwatch, like of these two people, and like the evil side literally just took her, brainwashed her to be evil, and now she's just an evil sniper lady. That's it.
Oh. Okay.
And then I think they just genetically modified her, so when she puts on her visor, her butt sticks out more, which is like my favorite funny bug in Overwatch.
That's pretty good.
When like the visor turned on, like her like butt and it like would pop out more. It was the funniest fucking thing. And I'm like, good. The design is still clean here.
Why don't the bad guys just brainwash everybody then?
I don't know. You're asking a lot of me about Overwatch lore that I just don't like.
I thought the story of Overwatch was like all the conflict was over because it doesn't
No.
take place like post-apocalypse. Like,
There's some behind the scenes things happening, and I don't know, dude. I don't know.
okay,
I think there's like a robot wars were happening. And
I
then they
like
stopped.
Bastion.
Yeah, Bastion's
I do
good.
like him.
He's not.
Well, he's a robot.
Yeah, he's a Rubit. But he has a
fucks.
bird. Bastion fucks. He can turn into anything.
Turn into
He
anything.
can turn into anything.
Is that canon?
Who knows? Until they tell me it's not, Bastion can turn into anything.
All right.
So, you know, everything's been pretty normal in Overwatch. Honestly, let's get that Bastion fucks DeviantArt back out here, guys. Let's
Wait.
get back into it again.
Wait, wasn't there? Can we talk about like actual Overwatch news?
Yeah,
Because
sure.
didn't they have like serious shit of like they're doing their competitive stuff, and you were always telling me some interesting things about how Overwatch is getting like less accessible and like more serious or something.
As it gets more and more balanced and like they listen to the higher up community, it becomes more and more like a balanced competitive game and less like a fun casual game, I think.
That's so interesting because I feel like that's the reverse trajectory of like most games.
Yeah, I feel like this has gotten so like popular in like the competitive scene that like it's just gonna become a competitive shooter, and like that fun like everyone can have fun here is like being pushed and pushed out.
Is it a fun game to spectate? Because
I
I
have
feel like
no
watching
idea.
because you can't watch from the third person perspective, and I
No.
feel like if you did, it would just be shitty.
I don't play that game. And also, you can't spectate from the third person perspective. Whenever you die in that game, you always go to third person perspective on your teammates.
Oh, okay.
So I bet you could spectate in third person. I have never watched an Overwatch tournament, spectated a game.
But like League of Legends
Cared.
is like that makes sense to spectate. Like you're seeing the same thing everyone else is seeing, and it's a very like top-down view. Like
Yeah.
you're watching that, and it's very easy to understand and consume. I feel like spectating that from the first person on such a high-paced game, like
Well, if it's so popular, then like everyone already kind of gets it, right? Like maybe for newer people, they don't.
but like popping back and forth between teams in the first person, like that seems weird to
Well,
me.
they're
I
gonna be in
don't know.
third person probably.
Nah,
Like, that's
maybe.
what they spectate.
I mean, I guess
on.
Call of Duty is really good for spectating sports too.
Is it?
So
Is
that's,
Call of Duty?
That's what I hear.
That sounds like nightmare garbage. Like Call of Duty seems too fast to almost like want to spectate like that. Like you just gotta do like the Forge mode in Halo and just like fly around a little bit. Like that'd be like the optimal way.
I don't get Halo esports either.
Yo, I don't
man.
get most esports honestly.
I get Hearthstone esports. Maybe
Yeah,
it's because I
Hearthstone's-
watch Hearthstone.
Hearthstone's easy. Like yeah, like oh I can watch a League or a Dota 2 or a Hearthstone, but like oh these shooter ones, like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like that's just us, I think.
That's us glass houses. There we
yeah,
go.
that's us. We're constantly fucking it up. But I don't know what the long term viability for a lot of esports markets are.
No, because I get Quake esports. I get that one.
Yeah.
Let me stop you there. I get that
Why do you get
because
Quake?
that makes sense.
So,
You can
like,
follow that.
I get old school Quake. But like I'm like following it and I'm like this is boring as shit. Like this sucks. And I don't know. I just don't know like what the long term viability for a lot of esports is in general.
I mean, well, let's be upfront here. Neither of us are esports guys at all.
No, God no.
God no.
Fighting ones. That's where I'll put my money on and be like that's still fun to watch for me.
It's still pure.
That's not God. It's not pure, but I'll still watch it. Nothing's pure anymore when you put money in the mix of it.
Is that true? Is that just a constant theme?
Yeah. What? Yeah. Have you been in this world?
No.
Okay.
My
Well,
first day on the job.
gotcha. Well, welcome to the world. If you put money into anything, it starts getting way less pure real quick. You start taking like Xanax to stay awake or whatever.
Oh, now we're talking CS:GO esports.
Yeah. Now we're getting the real shit. I can watch CS:GO.
I can't watch CS:GO.
Like I can watch. I don't want to. Like I don't want to watch any of them. I used to watch League of Legends. Like people like I had the friend groups like I watched the League of Legends tournament, and I'd watch it and just be like, pull up my 3DS and be like, fuck this.
I want to watch competitive Civilization. That's what I want to see.
Just a lot of people like
I want to sit there for 5 hours.
yeah, they're like, well, the thing that would suck about that is like they'd be like, if one person would say end their turn, the other person would still be waiting to end their turn, and be like, I don't know about this one. Am I gonna build the masonry or not?
I guess at that point, just do StarCraft, right?
Yeah, right. Just so you can see someone like slam, like I'm doing 3,500 actions per minute. Let's go. They're just screaming, and you're like, ah.
Is there any other BlizzCon news?
I think I've probably had something on there, but
Did you do any Diablo shit?
No, Diablo sucks.
Okay, Diablo's dead.
Long live Diablo.
What else happened?
I only had one more thing in case you have anything else. Microsoft plans to launch a game streaming service, so they're doing what PSN does, which is the streaming service.
Gaikai PS Now?
Yeah, so they're gonna probably do something like that, also.
But they have backwards compatibility already, which is cool.
But like they're gonna like be like, hey, if you want to like rent an Xbox One game, you can stream that.
But I can't imagine.
Let's make
that
Blockbuster back.
I can't imagine that many people using PlayStation now. Like I don't get it.
I don't know the numbers actually. Like that's my real thing. I don't know the numbers for PlayStation Now.
My thing is they don't talk about it, and I feel like I've read that it's not doing well. And like if it was doing well, they'd talk about it. I think.
Probably.
And they spent a lot of money to buy Gaikai too.
I mean, it's a really like if you hear the word input lag, a lot of people just walk away from that because no one wants input lag.
Also, their prices aren't great either.
Nope, they're not. They're really not.
Did you try it out?
I didn't try it out. I looked at it and was like, this is pricey for me, and then I backed out.
You could probably just buy the physical copy cheap for like $5 instead of paying $7 for a week.
For like some games, like I think there's like some like for the newer games, like on the actual.
You can buy Uncharted for like $5 used instead of paying $7 for a week.
Yeah, I mean, why would you ever buy Uncharted though? Real question. End it there.
For the collection.
Yeah, for the collection.
Do it for the collection.
Yeah, do it for my having money anymore.
Side note, I was looking at the Xbox One backwards compatibility.
Mm-hmm.
Big list. Still no Tales of Vesperia. I'm still upset. It's still worthless. What are they doing? Phil.
What games did they have that, like, I saw one and I was like, I need to play the Xbox One. I need to buy this game for Xbox One backwards compatibility, but I forgot what game it was.
The one I've been waiting is Tales of Vesperia.
Look,
still
no one
happened.
gives a shit about Tales games.
It's a big fucking deal. It's a big fucking deal.
Yeah, I mean, don't you want the one from Japan? Like, isn't that the better
PS3 version's better, but we're never gonna get that.
Okay,
in
gotcha.
English, and that game needs to be made available again. Like that's what I want. Wow, I can play Red Dead Redemption on backwards compatibility. Great. I couldn't play that a million other fucking ways already.
I'm trying to find the original Xbox list that's backwards compatible.
It was big. Like it was.
That's what I want to know.
It's really impressive. Like I love that they do it. I wish PlayStation 4 is backwards compatible.
I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at the list. Oh yeah, they put Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. That's what I was thinking about playing.
They just put it on there?
Yeah, they just put the original Knights of the Old Republic on there.
That's a good get.
Yeah. Ninja Gaiden Black also, which is a really good game.
I want to play those games.
And then also Black, which is like that first person shooter that everyone kind of forgets. That like is bad, but I love it.
It's a lot of those from that gen.
It's a lot of first shooters are bad in every gen.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
You're right. GoldenEye's bad.
That's the hottest take we've probably had on here.
That's not a hot take.
It is a extremely hot take.
You know how much it disappoints me that's a hot take?
You don't think it's a hot take, and I don't think it's a hot take, but it is a hot take.
No, look, I've been around the internet. I don't get that one, man.
There's a lot of things that Prince of Persia Sands of Time. That's what also is.
I played it back then. Oh, Prince of Persia?
Sands of Time. Good game. Good game.
You can play Lara Croft and Assassin's Creed. It's the in-between one, right?
What?
That's the progression. It goes Lara Croft, it goes Prince of Persia, it goes Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I don't think I need that in my life.
You don't need the Prince of Persia or the Assassin's Creed or the Lara Croft.
I don't think I care for those games these days.
That's fair. I heard the new Assassin's Creed is good over time. Just been hearing up and up.
I hear the combat's really bad, but the world's really interesting.
Yeah, it seems like that game looks really nice.
It looks
kind
beautiful.
of cool, and that's like really like Egypt in the past seems really cool to explore.
Yeah, like worst case scenario, they did a really good job realizing Egypt.
That's why I'm kind of like there's like the Explorer mode they're gonna launch next year.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like I'll just kind of wait and maybe just do that. Like it's like, hey, here's like a history textbook interactively, and I'm like, that's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
So I might just wait for that.
Egypt's cool. I'd love to go there.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go right now.
It's a little scary, but like
Yeah.
it's on the bucket list.
Yeah, I want to climb the pyramids and
I
just
got like
stand on
70
top of them.
years still.
You're 20, right?
I want to live to 100.
Okay, I mean we can all dream.
No, it's the goal.
I mean, yeah, no, it's a goal. I mean, we all have dreams.
I don't drink soda.
Aspirations. You drink beer though.
No, I don't.
Oh shit, he's alive. You can't lie. You can't lie your way to 100, motherfucker.
Can lie to death.
Yeah. No, I swear, I never drank a day in my life, and you're still like hungover.
Your decimal's wrong, man. You
Yeah.
moved him one to the left.
Don't worry, I still got
In
time.
an extra 100 years.
But let's. You got anything? What do you got? What's been happening on your radar?
So I got 500 moons in Mario.
All right, that's a lot of moons.
So that's how you unlock like the final quote unquote level, like the not secret, but like the real ending. You know,
Yeah.
Like, the final challenge for Mario games is like behind that wall. It's only behind the 500 moon wall. It's really hard. I gave it a try for about like half an hour, and I had to take a break because I got mad.
Got mad?
It was hard.
Did you get mad because you're bad?
Yeah, basically. It's just
Oh,
a really
shit.
long mission with no checkpoints, and
That's rough.
I was just going. I fell in the lava. Couldn't get out of the lava.
What's a lava level?
Well, it goes because it's
Okay.
like the culmination. So you're doing just like everything.
So you're like in a desert, and then you're in the water, and then you're in the lava.
Well, it all takes place underground. but
Oh, okay.
You're just climbing this weird mountain thing.
How
and
does it look?
going. Looks great.
Okay.
The whole game looks great.
How do you feel about Mario Odyssey?
I really like it. I think it's a really great game.
Okay, that's it.
Look, man, it's complicated.
All right.
You know it's
This
complicated.
is the time.
Yeah, I guess it's
This
the
is
time.
a lot of time to get your complicated feelings out. I'm like your therapist, but I don't care.
I don't have that magical feeling. But I think that I'm worrying too much about not having that magical feeling, that's getting in the way of what I still think is a really good game.
Yeah.
I don't like I think I'm doing this to myself.
What's a magical experience Mario game for you?
Galaxy.
Okay. Was
Like-
there any other ones?
I mean, I loved 64. I liked Sunshine even. Like I
Or were those
maybe not the magical.
But were those magical?
Galaxy's the magical one for me.
Okay.
And that's just time and place. I was 10 years old when that game came out. I had my Wii. I loved it. Still love the Wii. Bright-eyed Joe.
I'm not gonna get in on like the Wii defense train. It's not my job anymore.
Dude, the Wii's good.
You had
It's
some
one of
good
the
games.
best Nintendo platforms. I'll say it.
Yeah, all right, I can believe it.
It's a better library than the GameCube and the N64.
Me and 64 is on a hard library to beat. Let's
Some
be
people
real.
would argue very contrary.
very contrarianism. We had a Xenoblade Chronicles, so like it's a hard system to beat.
Yeah.
It's a hard system to beat.
I won't get crazy. The SNES
Oh
probably
shit,
is a
we
better
totally
library.
forgot. Before we get into more of Mario, we should talk about like, Xenoblade Chronicles too.
Oh fuck!
I had it like on my phone and I forgot. Let's get into
so
it.
stoked. For
Let's
that
get
game,
into it.
dude.
Let's get it.
I told you last week. I told
Game's
you I
gonna be good.
pre-ordered that.
Game's gonna be good.
Pre-ordered that special edition.
Game's
I
gonna be-
was right. I was right to do so. I feel
I still don't
vindicated.
I still don't think you're vindicated or right for buying that at all. Like in general, like flat no.
I want to give those people my money.
That's fine. I think you're still wrong. And every time I bought a special edition, I've always felt I made a mistake.
The thing is that, like in hindsight, now I agree with you.
It's too late.
Let's make it right.
Now you got to go all in. Now you have to just go all.
Let's make it right, and then I can stop. I can say no. We found the one. No, that's not true. I bought the Kingdom Hearts 2.5 collector's edition.
Yeah.
That was worth it.
What was the 2.5 collector's edition?
It's just this really nice, huge box. Like, artistically, it looks really nice. It came with this steel case that came with the first game as well, in this really awesome case.
How much
You
did
got
it
a bunch of
cost?
Art books. I think it was $150.
Okay. Do you think it was?
I got a
worth
plushy Heartless.
Do you think it was worth $150?
Probably not, but it got the endorphins going for me.
Okay. You know what? I'll accept
this
it.
is my vice, okay?
The only special edition I've truly liked getting was my Metal Gear Solid 5 ones. I got that cool
The hand, which is
with-
now putting up the horns.
Yeah, put up the horns, which I'm mad about. I'm still mad. I keep trying to change it to like the middle finger, and everyone gets mad at me.
We can't show that on air.
I don't middle finger. I'm like trying to do other things and like the horn, and I'm like,
Horns
oh,
are good.
whatever.
But let me buy
Usually sucks, and I hate it.
let me buy the most pimped out version of my favorite game. Like I
Yeah.
think that's reasonable, you know?
Well, now you're like putting the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 as my favorite game.
No, I didn't I was talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Okay,
Kingdom
all
Hearts 2.
Gotcha.
Let me do that.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, like, I will let you buy Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Kingdom Hearts 5 for that's your money, man. You spend it how you want. I just bought Shadow of War. We all make mistakes. Like, it just happens.
It's my money.
Yeah, and I want it now.
Thank you. I put them down, you pick them up.
This is why we're good. This is the crew.
The direct came out last week. It's a really good direct.
I just like that's
All
how
of you should
bring
watch
back.
it?
Yeah, you should. Everyone should look at
That's
all,
the best showing
all you
they've
people
had.
out there, you should look at Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
They've had some weird marketing because they had some shaky first trailers.
Yeah.
Some really weird animations, some questionable English voice acting, but then their last direct during E3 was really good, I thought. They had a really nice trailer. It was a little bit long in the tooth, and that turned some people off.
Yeah.
They just put out a 15-minute long direct, but you can just watch the condensed like 3-minute trailer. It doesn't give you those huge over systems and stuff, but it just gives you like a snap of the game, and it looks good.
Yeah, the problem with Xenoblade Chronicles is like you don't really want to show off the cutscenes or the story stuff because like I like the first game a lot, but I'm there for like the world and running around in it and then fucking people up with the Monado.
Yeah,
like that's the bit. Monato, potato. And that game looks fun. That game looks like a lot of fun.
That game's got some of the coolest world building.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it can keep both in check with itself of boy meets girl and also our worlds are dying and collapsing around us. Like I want it to be good.
I really like the tone they set in the trailer.
Yeah, it
was lighthearted, but also very like you're out of your class right now.
Yeah. Yeah, this like young kid who's just like, I've got this sweet blade, and it gets stabbed in the back. And he's like, ah, shit. And it's like, I'll give you half my life force. Like, now you'll half my life force to her. And then, there's something about Japanese trailers that make me laugh because they're always kind of like, they just tell you exactly what's going on and do not mince the words. Like, he's like, you're just not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. I'll give you half. She's giving me half her life force. And then
the big Australian mercenary comes up. He's so good.
That game has some great character designs. I don't like the two main leads that much. I think they're all right, but I really like everyone else a lot more. Mm-hmm. They look really good.
I think the protagonist design might not be the strongest. I do really like Pyra's design.
I might have to like grow on. I just like actually be in the game and see Pyra to like see how I feel, but like. Everyone else was like, yeah, and them two, I was like, eh.
That Nopon, though.
The Nopon, the tiger.
Yeah, you get a giant lion tiger, dude. And he's like a robot, I think, or some kind of synthetic life form.
He's some blade thing, so that's dope. Then there's like an actual robot blade, or what do they call blades and charger? I don't know what the actual terminology is.
Drivers.
So
drivers are real people. Blades are synthetic life forms that they, not pilot, but... I guess pilot.
Yeah, they use the blade.
Yeah.
Is the I don't want to get this fucking right in my head because I'm gonna forget. Is the tiger the driver?
No.
Or is the tiger the blade?
The tiger's the blade. The cat girl is the driver.
What if the tiger was the driver and he just fucking ate a sword and stabbed people with it?
I almost think it's cooler though that he's a blade.
No, it's good. Like either way is good. Either way is
and
good.
He talks.
Yeah, no, that game's gonna be fun.
He talks like a butler.
But that game looks really good.
Yeah, visually
striking.
I think the art style, like say what you will about like the characters' faces and their physical style, like I think the environments are very striking.
Those characters are always gonna not look like a AAA. It was like that game. Those games are so fucking huge. They can't be like, and our characters look just as deep. Like it just doesn't work that way.
But those are really good looking anime characters.
Yeah, they're like they're good. They're like serviceable, good. And
no, I think like for that style, those are some of like the best I've seen.
I don't agree with that.
They're not Battlefield 1 looking character models.
You can't have them look like
they're not.
that.
They only
like
the Witcher people.
It's too big.
But like stylistically, I don't think that makes them worse.
I think they're about as good as the Witcher people. I would argue.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, because the Witcher's stylized in a different, like stylized realistically, where this is stylized animally.
I think they
work both ways.
I think this is like high up there on like anime art styles.
Yeah.
Like, I think it looks better than Ni no Kuni 1 does.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I don't know about 2. 2 looks pretty good.
We gotta wait for next year.
Oh wait, not even January.
Yeah, next year.
That's like 3 months away, dude. 2 months.
That's next year. Stop trying to like infer that January isn't next year. Let me put the separation in my own head. It's I don't have to think about fucking Ni no Kuni 2 already. It's too much.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a good long game though. Like that's like my big fears. I don't know if I'm gonna finish that game in a year.
I'm ready for a meaty RPG.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a fucking RPG.
It took me 4 or 5 years to beat the first one.
That's true. That game takes like half. Yo, if you want bang for your buck for your Switch, I'm gonna recommend this game probably.
I just want to say it. Joe was right.
About what?
The Switch being good this year.
Yeah, Switch has been good.
Dude, just like Mario, Zelda, and Xenoblade. Like pretending Zelda's an exclusive because it's not, but we can live in a world where we pretend it is. Like,
I mean, I'm not. I own it for both consoles.
Yeah, I think those 3 games are like incredibly compelling.
Yeah,
for the Switch. Like that's just an amazing year. I hope they can keep up the momentum in the next year.
Yeah.
I hear Fire Emblem Warriors is good.
I did not hear that.
I heard it's good.
Mario & Rabbids also came out.
That's true. I hear that's good too.
Yeah, I've not heard great things about Fire Emblem Warriors, but I also don't want to play a Warriors game right now.
Me neither. I still want that. So back to Mario real quick. Just doing that hard challenge. That's it. I took a break from that to start my other game I was playing, but we're gonna talk about your next game next.
Well, I've been playing Mario 2. I don't want to like.
Oh,
hop
sure. You
off
want to
the
do a little more Mario?
Yeah. I
Sorry.
didn't hop off the. I also was playing in the Mario train.
How far did you get?
I beat Bowser the first time you fight Bowser with the punched him with his own hat.
That's a good boss fight.
Hat fight.
That's a good boss fight.
So I did a lot in the Woodland Zone.
You've probably done way more than I have.
Got like 30 moons there or something.
Awesome. Wow.
Probably not that many, but I got a lot of moons in the Woodland Zone, and so now I'm in like that swamp area.
The Lost Kingdom.
Yeah, the Lost Kingdom.
I like that one.
And I'm there, and then I turned my Switch off, and then that was about it.
Mhm.
But I'm enjoying that game. I actually really like the Woodland Zone. I actually started coming around really hard onto. There's like a lot of like weird little secrets there, and you put a flower on your head, and you go woo, and you fly around. So that's fun.
I haven't even done that.
You don't fly. You like sit on the ground, but you like run fast.
Oh,
you
the
throw your
fast
hat.
flowers. Okay,
Yeah, fast flower. That's fun.
Yeah, those are good.
The tank thing sucks, but whatever. It's like the most like bland ass boring shit you could put in a Mario game, and they're like, here you go. Tank section.
Wait till the tank boss fight.
Oh fuck, it's not good.
It's actually kind of cool. I like the tank boss fight.
I turned off motion controls because I couldn't, because I had the
Aw.
gyro. And I hate gyro controls so much.
Mm.
Just fucking hate it.
Mm-hmm.
So I turned off motion controls at that moment and was like, fuck this. I like that game. It's good. I'm just need to put more time into it, but I've been like busy with life and other video games I've been playing. I've been split like 4 ways. I've split myself 4 ways now.
My weird thing is like we talked about how I wasn't feeling that magic from Mario necessarily.
Yeah.
I felt that magic for Zelda though.
Okay. Yeah.
But like I think Mario's a better game.
I
But I have this weird abstract magic for Zelda.
I haven't felt that magic for Zelda, which is like maybe I feel left out of the Zelda discussions. I have
Yeah.
felt like I never hit the magical part of it.
I mean, I haven't fucking finished Zelda yet still. So
I was like playing it and I was just like, this is a really good game. And I'm like, that's it. And then Mario came in, I'm like, this is a really good game. And I'm like, that's it. Like Prey was magic to me.
Prey was your magic game?
Prey was magic to me. Prey's like always magic to me though.
I could see that. You know, I could see the sparkle in your eye.
Yeah. Game's good. Games are good this year. Who'd have thought?
There's something for everyone this year.
Yeah.
Like without a doubt.
Everybody, except if you're a sports fan, because maybe you kind of got a little lost in the tracks a little bit.
They have every other year.
Yeah. Yeah, they have. The FIFA will come again, and it will be good. Is the FIFA out yet?
I think it is.
I didn't hear any buzz on FIFA, which is weird. I usually hear like at least a little. I'm looking at this. FIFA 18. Right, it would be 18. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be 18.
September 29th.
That shit out.
That shit
yeah,
out.
because it's on the Switch now.
Yeah. They're bringing Doom to the Switch, which looks
Cool.
fucking awful.
No, it looked good.
Dude, that game looked really bad.
Really?
Like,
the stuff I was watching looked pretty good.
I was like, man, if you own anything else besides a Switch, just get it for that because, like, woof, homie, don't do that to yourself. Also, they changed all of LA Noire, it looks like, in a weird way.
Oh, I didn't see anything.
Where,
on
like, you
that.
play, like, it's like I said, like, you know, you're like truth, lie, or doubt, you know, like that?
Yeah.
It's like good cop, bad cop, lie now.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, they're changing stuff for that. Apparently, it's supposed to be like that the first time the game was released, but then they changed it last minute, which is, like, why people feel like there's weird tone changes. But
So they're low-key remaking it.
not remaking it, changing it. I think, like, a remaking would be ground up, everything would be done.
In the literal sense.
Yeah.
They are remaking things.
I think they're just, like, changing menus,
Okay.
which is, like, fine, I guess.
I don't think that game's going to sell well anywhere.
No. We'll
Definitely
see.
not on the Switch.
We'll see. We'll see, right? We don't know.
We'll see.
We don't know.
Rockstar Games have that magic.
Yeah, they have the pedigree behind them. And people are hungry for Switch games, I think, still. So, we'll see. Splatoon 2 came out this year also for the Switch.
Yeah, it did.
But I don't really care for Splatoon 2.
I don't either. Apparently people who play it love it.
I mean, people
As
who play
always.
Splatoon 1 love it, so I assumed if you get the sequel, you're also going to love it.
No one likes ARMS.
I mean,
Arms.
fair enough is what I'd say after playing ARMS.
Do you think we'll get a sequel?
Maybe. I don't know. Did it sell well?
Sold over 1 million.
Maybe. Then I don't know. That game was like not great. I think Nintendo kind of smells that.
I think we'll see those characters again, whether it's in
Yeah, I'll put them
Smash or
in toward the
something.
MOBA game coming out for the Switch.
I think those character designs are still pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess I like Bark and Bite.
Yeah.
Cops.
I like Mummy Man.
Mummy Man's good. I like everyone likes Helix.
Helix is good.
Helix. Everyone likes the Goo Boy.
Yeah.
All that good
String
shit.
Man's good. He's got like toothpaste hair. What games you been playing, Chase?
I've been playing more Dragon's Dogma.
Tell me about Dragon's Dogma.
I've gotten really far in Dragon's Dogma, I think.
Is this a new record for you?
Oh, I've gone way past what the record used to be.
We've
where it's
broken the limits.
like, oh, I've gone to like, so that game is weird and hard and weird, very weird video game I am playing now. It's also really cool. Like, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the adventure aspect of it of like, all right, go in here, and then I go there, and it's like a fucking adventure where you're like, all right, I'm just running through here, and you're like pacing yourself. You're making sure you have like your lantern fully oiled up, got some backup oil in case you find like a cool cave to find.
This is like your beefed up, more mechanical Zelda right now.
Yeah, like this. Like maybe it's the weird thing is like I played Zelda and then I'm playing this and I'm like, yeah, this is like where I'm at because the combat works in this game, and that's cool to see in a video game that gets really praised. It's the combat that actually works.
Yeah, no, that's unusual.
Yeah, it's weird. It's too bad Zelda didn't have that part figured out yet. One day they'll get there.
So harsh.
Yo, man, I don't fucking whatever. If you think if your dodge system doesn't fucking work in your video game, like fucking wait a minute and get it fixed. Jesus, it's so bad. That dodge system is bad.
How's the dodging in Dragon's Dogma?
Yo, there is no dodge button. You get hit.
Oh,
you get
shit.
fucking hit. You get dropped, motherfucker. That game is like you overcommit, you're fucking dead, and that's why I'm playing the archer guy. I'm like, ha.
Outsmart the game.
Yeah, no, that game is like, oh, you're good. You think you're fucking clever? Then a griffin flies down and shoots lightning at me, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh shit.
That game's cool as hell.
Yeah.
So I've changed my vocation. Finally, I maxed out Strider, then switched into like Longbowman.
Oh man.
And so now instead of like, so just how much weapons you can use. So I can still use my cool double daggers, like, and stab people.
Mm-hmm.
But also like now I can't use regular bows. I can only use long bows, like huge bows.
Oh, you're like specking really into it then.
And so like the abilities keep upgrading. So it's like when I was playing Strider or whatever, and then I went to longbow. Strider's like, oh, you can shoot 5 arrows at a time. Like if you want to, you can like press X and use your stamina. That's your spell kind of thing. You can shoot 5 arrows. Like that's pretty cool. I can shoot 10 arrows now at a time.
What the fuck?
And so I pull back my bow. It's like you just see like 10 arrows appear in the sun. I'm like, ching.
It's like the scene from 300.
Yeah,
Just
and then
the
like
rain of arrows.
it's okay, and then I can shoot 12 arrows horizontally.
All right, do
and then
that.
I can shoot like a super fast shot and zoom in. It's like a meteor
Sniper?
shot. It's like poof poof. It's pretty good.
That's awesome.
And then I can still do like my triple like stab with my knives and like hit a dude up the air and then like trigger a trap in the air and shoot fire at him. It's pretty cool. And like everyone can do that stuff. So like there's like a magician who's like shooting glaciers into the sky and like setting my weapons on fire so they do fire damage. And then I have like 2 warriors who are just like beating the shit out of a griffin and like you're like shooting it out of the sky so it's like flying on the ground and burning like Arr! And you're like just beating the shit out of it. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then like I'm finding like there's gonna be more monsters now. Like I know for a fact there's gonna be more monsters. They're like I was like playing it. I'm playing for like God like 40 hours. I don't know. I've dumped a fuck ton of time in this game. Probably like 15, 20 hours. I'm like level 37, which feels pretty far now. 36, 37. I'm progressing the main storyline pretty hard because the side stuff is very simple and I don't really want to bother with it. And it feels like I'm always decently leveled or at that level or higher already. So it's pretty good. And then like I found like a new monster to fight. Like they like introduced like you're gonna have to fight this one next. It's cockatrice. It's gonna be so I fought
does it
Griffin.
turn you to stone?
It looks like it's like be careful of his body, it'll turn you to stone. Like there's like those people yelling that out. But I can like charge up and so like you'll see it's like breast grow to like it's like neck, windpipe, chest area like grow like purple, and you can like shoot 10 arrows, and it's like 10 arrows, and like fires like it's like and dies and falls out, and you can stab in the face like 10. It's great. And you jump on its back and like stab in the neck. It's so much fun. The story stuff seems pretty bland and like mediocre as fuck, but I'm like into it though. Like I'm into the lore of the world, but not the storyline of the world.
It's a vehicle to let you have your own fun.
But like the lore part of it, I'm into way more. Like the Dark Souls lore, but like the story of Dark Souls is boring, but the lore of Dark Souls is really intriguing. This is what it feels like for this game as well, where it's like, there's other Arizons and pawns that have been around, and they're like weird, or like they live forever, or only you can see them, and there's like weird shit happening. They're like trying to hint towards you, and I'm like, I don't really get it, but I like it.
Yeah, because you're the dragon man, right?
Yeah, you got killed by a dragon. Now you're the one to kill the dragon. But apparently, if that happens, something really weird happens if you do that. So
you mess up the world order.
yeah, we'll see. We'll get there.
Let
but
me
like
know.
right now, like I'm dealing with a rebellion in the ranks.
Oh no.
That happened, and then like the lady who is my friend was like, "I've been dishonored. I'm leaving, but I'll be back." And I'm like, "All right, see you later, pal." And then they're like, "You should deal with the person who did that all." And I'm like, "All right." And so I'm going to go take out 10 arrows and shoot this man in the head 10 times the arrow, and it's going to be good.
You just buy a bunch of arrows now if you're using
arrows,
10 at once?
Arrows are unlimited unless you're using specific arrows. So if like I pull out my
then you're
poison
fine.
arrows, which I only have 50 of, I haven't tried to shoot 10 of them at the same time, but if I fight this guy, I assume he'll be susceptible to the poison, and we'll see.
All right.
That game's cool. That game's just cool, man.
I'm glad to hear that, man. Capcom used to make good games.
Capcom.
Capcom.
My Capcom is at me again.
No, they made Resident Evil 7, but
yeah,
then
they
made Marvel vs. Capcom.
They also
Infinite.
are the Monster Hunter people.
That's true. Capcom's pulling around.
Capcom, and then they made the new Marvel vs. Capcom, which apparently isn't that good.
It's bad.
So
Where's Mega Man? They're bringing Mega Man back soon.
They'll never bring. Yeah, they brought him back from Marvel vs. Capcom to Mega Man X this time, and he's back.
We like X. X is cooler.
Yeah,
X is cooler than
they're
Mega
both
Man.
lame as hell.
No, X is not lame.
Only there for Proto Man or Zero. Like let's be real.
All right, I can listen to that.
All right, I fixed.
Standalone Proto Man game.
Yes. Honestly, that's how they reboot it. They call it Proto Man, and they just make Proto Man 1 through 8 again.
Leads into Mega Man 1.
Yeah, right. All right, that's actually good. Yo, Capcom, hit us up.
That one was free.
Storyboard it.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, you know how to make storyboards now. Do you?
Fucking started. I'm trying to animate SpongeBob's face. Animating's fucking hard.
Yeah, animating's really fucking difficult. All the respect to the animators out there.
Honestly, it's insane.
Yeah.
So much talent that I don't have.
It's a lot of fucking work. Too bad Mass Effect Andromeda did not have that.
I mean, I can't even imagine 3D anime. I'm trying to do 2D animation.
I can't imagine like doing Mass Effect Andromeda like on that short of like a time scale they were given to have that game look good.
2-3 years.
Well, like shorter for that to get those animation stuff figured out. Oof,
well, they're fixed now, right?
Nope.
They're still not fixed.
I mean, they like fix face looking, like modeling, but like not how they talk.
You still do some weird crab walks.
Yeah, crab walk always happens, but crab walk's fun. Crab walk's
good.
Glitch. Crab walk's good. It's intended.
Feature.
Working as intended.
Yeah.
And then my second game I've been playing quite a bit of on accident.
On accident.
Resident Evil 4.
I thought you finished it.
When?
I thought. Oh my god.
Like a long time. Like every couple of
years. I thought you finished this like last week.
Oh no, I just been playing it.
Oh, you're still just going.
And then I just kept playing it. Yo, Resident Evil 4 is really good.
You love Resident Evil 4.
I don't know why. Sometimes I think that game's so much fun, but it is just so much fun.
Is it the camp?
There's the camp. There's like the legit enjoy of the combat. I think that combat is like legitimately challenging and difficult and fun.
What about it?
I like that like level of like I need to be able to like quickly react to shooting something out of the sky and then shooting someone in the head, then running up and like doing a combo on them and like pulling back to something to be like, oh shit, the Plagas is out, and like doing like threat management and knowing how your environment works to like get away from the threats quickly, because like you get hit like 3 times, you're dead. Like it's game over. So it's fun in that respect of like you also want to like know how to know, or like it feels like when you're skilled, you're better at the game. Like it feels like as you get better, you feel better at the game. You start pulling off headshots like crazy good, and you're like, Brett, Red 9. Game's fun.
Do you run out of ammo anymore?
Oh no. Oh.
Do you?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I actually have problems with space management. I have too much ammo and stuff. I need to like start figuring out how to like. So I just kind of like dump a little bit every once in a while. I'll just like pull out like my pistol. I'm just be like, oh, I can walk up and knife this person. I'm just gonna shoot him in the head like 10 times on the ground, and just like move on and just be like, fuck it. Or like try to do more crazy stuff. Like someone pulls out dynamite, I'll try to like kneecap them until they fall down, so the dynamite kills everyone around them. Like I'm trying to do more. Or if they throw dynamite, shoot the dynamite out of the air and blow everyone up around it. Stuff like that's fun.
Cool.
It's fun. It's a fun game. It's also like creepy in the right ways and campy and over the top in the fun ways. It's like described it. I think I described it to you when I described it to Thomas. Is like an 80s action movie with a survival horror veneer around it. So it's like, oh, isn't this creepy? And then you just do like a dumb one-liner, and then you throw a knife at a guy. It's stupid as hell.
It's a good game.
It's really fun. And then like I'm playing with like I always try to play with a new kit each time, so I'm gonna use the Red 9s. I usually don't use the Red 9, even though it's like everyone's favorite. I'm gonna use the beginning sniper rifle. Gonna use the TMP because it's just so fucking good, even though people don't like it for some reason. It's just too good.
What's the TMP?
TMP is like the submachine gun.
Oh, okay. Why don't people like it?
I don't know. I think it's like it doesn't do enough damage right away, but it can hold like 200 bullets and does as much damage as like a pistol does, like right off the bat. So if like a 200 round pistol, it goes like, and like just drop into a dude, and that shit's good. And I'm using the shotgun, the riot shotgun. I usually use the jailbreaker, but I'm gonna use the riot shotgun this time around.
Is that pump?
It's the second pump one.
Okay.
It's a silver pump instead of like the original pump you get at the beginning. Because that gun just sucks comparatively to both of them. So I usually don't use the beginning sniper rifle. I usually don't use that shotgun. I usually don't use the Red 9s. I'm trying all new guns out.
I like that.
This is fun. You can also I usually use the Punisher the whole way through. I think it's just fun to shoot dudes through each other. Like that's just fucking cool to me.
That feels good.
Like rap, and they get like some like they all fall down off the pit, and then you're Dios mío.
You've played through this game a lot.
Yeah, it's good. I like remember most of it too. Is like the cool thing. Like I'm going through, I'm like, yep, I remember this part. It's been like a while, been like a year probably since I played it last time.
Mm.
And I still like, yep, here's the purple gem. Got to go back through here to fight El Gigante. Like, this is how this goes.
I feel like a year's not that long, actually. I feel like we live in an age where no one replays games anymore.
Yeah.
And that makes me sad.
You should always replay games you love.
Yeah.
To get back to why you love them.
Totally.
Resident Evil 4 is great. I need to play on the Wii. I need to get a Wii controller and try it on the Wii. Because it
Oh,
looks
I
like
thought
it'd
you
be
were
fun.
playing on the Wii.
I don't have a Wii controller. We've been over this last
Son
time.
of a bitch.
Goddamn son of a bitch.
Gotta get you that Wii controller.
Yeah.
I want to get
Give
you
me that
Wii
nunchuck.
controller.
Give me that nunchuck and that Wii controller. Honestly, a bit of me wants to just play with a zapper, like get a zapper and install it onto that somehow.
Does that function? Can you do that?
I don't know. I don't know. I want to know.
Can you do that?
Can you fix it?
Put it in the.
Resident Evil 4 is fucking good, man. That game is good. Like the atmosphere is like perfect. The difficulty is really challenging, like in multiple areas.
Are there like multiple difficulties? Are you playing on the
No,
hardest
there's
one?
one
There's just
difficulty
one
and it fucks you up.
That's my kind of game.
That game will fuck. Yeah, you should only have one difficulty in games. Look,
You're right. We agree on this.
yeah, that's how it should be. You should design something specifically for one difficulty. Game is just fucking fantastic, man. I love that game to death. Very good.
Very good.
Very good. I like it is cool like shooting a dude in the head and his head explodes and the fucking like parasite tendril pops out and starts trying to whip you. Throw a flash grenade to knock so it explodes. Then you toss like a frag grenade down the hall and then like 3 more of them come up with like weird tendril heads and you're like freaking out because you have to hold this area and there's like ladders slamming against the wall. You have to like knock them down and like pull out a shotgun to clear the. It's just good.
You're high on Capcom right now.
I'm playing the good Capcom games people have been recommending for a while, and which is Dragon's Dogma, which I played a little bit of. I was like, this is cool, but I never beat it. And I'm playing it again. I'm like, this is really cool. There's some like really cool stuff in here. Like this is a game I think that would really benefit from a sequel. Like I think this sequel to Dragon's Dogma would be like an amazing game.
I'm surprised they haven't made it yet. I guess the sales.
I didn't sell well. It didn't sell well at all when it came.
But they've re-released it so
Yeah,
many
I
times
think-
now. It's just like we know the interest is there.
I think they're pushing for like that sequel, but like I don't know if Capcom has that money for that sequel.
I feel like they can almost like leverage Monster Hunter to somehow make a pseudo Dragon's Dogma.
I think
Monster
they made a
Hunter-esque.
Dragon's Dogma online game.
Right.
They did that, and the Monster Hunter's coming. Like they're pushing. Like they might just push for like Dragon's Dogma as their next thing. But like that's a hope of mine. I'm not gonna like ever think it's gonna happen. I was like, oh, maybe one day.
And I mean, it'll never make the Monster
Yeah.
Hunter money. They just can't.
And I'm always in love with really hard fantasy. Like just hit like there's griffins and they're evil and there's goblins and you shoot them with an arrow. Like I kind of love that stuff a lot. Of like. You're going to a dungeon and you're getting gold and you're getting a cool sword. And that is it. And then that's what all you want to do. And I'm like, that is all I want to do. You're correct. And like that game is just that to like a T. Where like you help the king out and he gives you cool shit and armor and you go out and you fucking shoot a dragon with an arrow. And you're like, this is it. I fought the dragon once. It killed me and I had to restart.
What if the king's the real bad guy?
It could be. King's kind of a dick. I've seen some things.
Oh shit.
There is intrigue happening. Like this story's like pretty like meh, but I like it.
Okay.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna keep playing it, and then I've also been playing Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh yeah, how's that?
Horizon Zero
DLC?
Dawn's good, man. It's just
You
still-
said that like it wasn't that good.
Yeah, I was like, I've been playing a lot of games, whatever. But I've only been playing like bits and pieces of everything. Like I'm like, I played more Resident Evil 4, but I'm still not really far in Resident Evil 4. Oh, I've been playing more Horizon. Haven't gone that much farther in Horizon. Oh, I'm playing more Dragon's Dogma. I've gotten a lot farther in Dragon's Dogma, and I played Shadow of War, which I've gone far at all in, but. What's Horizon Zero Dawn? It's just more of Horizon Zero Dawn, and like I think we talked about this on the show. Why I liked it,
Yeah.
Why I thought it was good, all the reasons why I think it's like still good. It's just there. It's just more of it.
I still think that game looks real pretty.
Like that is the best looking game this year. Like I like look. Let me pull up my Twitter.
That's the best 3D polygonal looking game.
If you want to go to my Twitter, you should see like I think my last messages are literally just me going like this game's real nice looking, and like that's it. Like look at this game. Look at that game.
Looks really good.
The game looked real good.
I think that's the second best looking game this year, man.
And then like that this is like another picture I gotta take. Like damn man.
No, like it's really good. I will never say that game doesn't look incredible.
What's the best looking game?
I think Cuphead is still better.
Okay, gotcha.
But like that's so apples and oranges. Like,
it is.
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that they're not.
This was the other picture I had. It's a picture from You Got a Moon. It's
I
what's
love
in the
that movie. Yeah, I love that movie.
That's a great movie.
That might be my favorite movie.
That's really high for that movie. I think it's really great too.
I love that movie.
Too bad Kevin Spacey's a monster apparently.
Wait, Kevin Spacey's in that movie?
Isn't he the villain?
No, wait, was he?
I'm gonna look up Seven real quick.
No, I thought it was Wait, he's not John Doe.
He's John Doe. Kevin Spacey is John Doe.
Christ. Okay, well.
Welcome to this awful world,
Morgan
right?
Freeman.
Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt's so good.
Everyone's great in that film.
Kevin Spacey's performance was pretty good.
Yeah, too bad he's like a human dog piece of shit. So like,
Nah, he's gay.
yeah, like that's like what a fucking defense to pull. What a holy shit. Like, oof. I do not want to get into that right now, so
let's get into Shadow of War.
No, let's get more into Horizon Zero Dawn. I like that game.
Sorry.
I want to talk a little more about it.
That game, it looks incredible. I'm honestly blown away by how good that game looks.
If you just need proof, look at that photo competition. If anyone's like look that up, if they actually listen to this, look up the Horizon Zero Dawn photo competition. Shit's incredible. People say they have a photo mode for that game, and it's just so good looking.
I think it looks better in motion too.
Yeah, it looks incredible. At like they have like, hey, here's our moments of stillness. Of like, hey, here's where we made the shot for you. Look at it, and you're like, that's great. And then once you're just putting that game in like motion, where like a blizzard kind of rolls in, like it just becomes dark and snowy. Looks just incredible. And there's like a weird pulses from a machine coming out. So he says, noise. It's good. Game's good.
I'm gonna play that game by the end of the year. I will.
And I like the combat of it. I don't think it's overly difficult. I don't think it's like overly easy. I think it's like a nice mix, and you're like constantly trying to figure out how to like take machines down is a fun thing.
Does it feel formulaic ever? Like, do you feel like you're just going through the motions and it's just the same thing?
I think for some, as you get better at the game, it becomes formulaic because like, oh, I know how to beat this monster. I'm going to do this, this, and this. But I kept like changing my weapons around for my own like sake of being like, oh, I'm going to use this weapon now because like I have all the weapons. I'm just going to use the sling now because like people are like, oh, that's not good. But we're like, oh, if you actually use it this way, it's really incredible. So like I was constantly cycling through. So I think they're all fun to play with.
Cool.
I think that game gives itself enough variety with all the weird weapons it gives you.
But the story was a big part of like why that game was so cool.
The game has a good story.
And now the DLC is sort of taking place in the middle of the game.
Yeah, it takes place like right in the middle of it. So you need to be like level 30 to go at it, which is like near in-game content for regular Horizon. Or maybe not near in-game. It's like sort of like late 3/4 through the game, 75% through. You can play it. And it's like its own little story, it seems like, which seems pretty good. It seems interesting. It's kind of more of the same Horizon stuff, which I'm kind of like, I didn't like the beginning of Horizon that much. I thought they were of like being like, oh, these weird, like we're all Indians here, we're worshiping the technology, and like it just seems to be more of that, which I was more into the idea of them trying to figure out what the technology actually meant. Like Aloy's personal journey was better, and so I'm kind of like two sides about it, but also it's really good and fun to play. So I'm going to keep playing it and see how that story truly unfolds for itself, where it goes. Because it seems like there's a lot. It seems like the AI is thinking on its own. There's like a weird demon creature infesting it. There's a lot. We got game here. And then I played the first hour and a half like Shadow of War.
Yeah, so you bought this game. You broke down.
Yeah, it was that or South Park. I want to play the worst game. And I did it. And I bought the worst game.
You're weak.
I am. I can test to admit
You're
it.
the problem.
I am a problem with my own self. But that game is like not great.
Shocker.
But there's like interesting things. Like so far this game is a terrible intro. Like a fucking awful intro.
Well,
like
direct sequel, right? Like same characters.
Okay, so like everything that happened in the first game, get rid of it. It didn't happen. Sorry.
Wait, what? Like
They
retcon?
straight up, not retcon it. So you're like at the end of the first game, you're going to make another Ring of Power. That's like the end of the first game.
Okay.
And then like Shadow Man, your wraith spear that inhabits your body, is taken away from you. And then you put on the ring to go find him. Because like the ring will keep you alive because it's so much power. It's the ring.
Okay.
And then Shelob takes the ring from you. You
Who's
get your
Shelob?
wraith guy back. Shelob's a big spider. Did you watch the Lord of the Rings
Nope.
films? In Lord of the Rings 3, there's a big spider.
Every time I tried to watch, I fell
Let
asleep.
me explain. Lord of the Rings 3, there's a big spider, and it's called Shelob.
But this takes place before that trilogy, right?
Yeah, I think it's an alternate universe. This is straight up what I'm
Okay.
going to say. I think this
All
is
right.
totally, unless I finish this game and it
There's
explains
no
more,
Frodo.
but this seems totally like alternate reality takes. But Shelob's a big spider that is evil. Hear me out.
Okay.
And so the spider is a magical sorceress, actually a very hot sorceress lady that can turn into a big spider.
Okay.
Is what it is now.
All right.
And then she takes your Wraith buddy and is like, I want the ring. You can have the Wraith buddy back. And Wraith buddy's like, don't give her the ring. And you're like, all right, here's the ring. And then she's like, thank you. Bye. And then she's like, also, this Gondorian outpost is going to get attacked in Mordor. All right, see you later. And then you're like, I got to go get this gun. I got to save this Gondorian outpost because you're a Gondorian. And then your Wraith buddy's an elf who's just kind of a dick.
Gondorian?
Gondorians are like another man race. There's like Rohirrians and Gondorians.
Oh, okay.
And they're just like they're like the guards of Mordor where the orcs come out of. The evil Sauron lives. They're kind of like guards there. And
So wait, the spider lady just leaves?
Yeah,
She
she's
doesn't
like-
do anything evil. She just leaves.
Yeah,
with
she's
the
like
ring.
I'm powerful now.
With the ring you
and then-
spent all that first game making. But you got your Wraith buddy back.
Yeah, your Wraith
which
buddy's
I didn't
back.
know you guys were buddies. I thought you kind of didn't like each other, and you were victims of
it's
circumstance.
it's a hostile friendship.
So why did you get him back? Why did you
because
give away the fucking
he has
ring?
special powers.
Oh, because you just
Unlike the
powered me.
ring.
Oh, okay.
But I think they work well together. This game has like a story where I could see it going somewhere interesting. I just don't think it's gonna go there. From like everything I've heard, we're like, they're obviously like, Elf guy is a bad dude. Like he's pretty hardline evil.
I mean, he's a Wraith.
Well, ghosts are not always bad, but he's like straight up like, we need to dominate these orcs, take their minds over to control them. And you're like, all right, ends justify the means. And like, that's your character. He's like, well, I'll go. And, like, there's an interesting story where like, I think it'd be like a really cool story if like they went like, oh, you're actually evil, and this is like an evil thing to do.
And then the orc makes a joke.
Yeah, but like, I think this game's gonna be like, nope, ends do justify the means. It's okay for enslaving people, and like, I think that's how that game's gonna work. Like that. I feel like Shadow of War, if they just changed the story of it, would be so much more palatable to people. If it was like, oh, you're actually playing Sauron. Like, that would be interesting, right? You're actually playing Sauron who's taking over the orcs, and like that's how he became the king.
And it wasn't framed as like, you're still a good
no,
guy.
you're an evil boy doing evil things. Like, I think that's fine. I think them send the story of like, oh, no, you're evil, and this is an evil thing to do. But I think they're just going to frame it as like, hey, ends justify the means, become a fascist. And like, that's like how it's going to work. And it's real weird because like, your Wraith buddy is super fucking hype about like murdering orcs and killing them all.
Aren't orcs like weird clay people?
Like
artificially
they come out of
made?
clay.
Yeah.
They're like the British working class, super coded as that because like they're like, oh, I'm going, we go fight them. Like it's super like coded as being like the British working class of like the 1900s industrial.
They're like Warhammer
era.
Orcs.
Yeah,
except I love Warhammer Orcs.
Yeah, like Warhammer Orcs almost became like
their
better
own thing.
because like they're like as you start building it out, they like become more interesting or something.
Gork and Mork.
Yeah,
Very
but then like
interesting.
this game's just like, nah, they're just straight evil, and you have to dominate them. And it's like, all right, I haven't even gotten to the part where I can dominate an orc yet.
Oh, what's the point?
I don't know. They took away all my powers, so like, and then they start building back up. I'm just like in the first area. I'm like, I'm gonna do the collectible stuff here because you get a special upgradable weapon, so I can get my loot game back on. Loot game
on point.
Get that loot game on point, and collectible shit, and then I'm just gonna keep playing it and see if it gets interesting. But like,
You almost said good.
I almost said good. I said interesting in the last point. I'm hoping it gets better, but like it seems like slow and like the running around's cool, but it's like on a sprint meter. So like, let me just run around for the fun of it.
I bet you unlock.
I bet, yeah.
Sprint.
Get that good sprint button going.
Pay $5.
And I haven't had the loot box pushed on me yet. Though I did sign up for the Warner Brothers newsletter just to be like, I want to be the consumer who's like, what is a loot box? Like hop into it, you know? Got 3% EXP boost, baby. Let's go.
I hope they send you emails.
I hope they're like, hey, have you ever thought about a loot box? I'm like, buddy, have I?
No, what's that?
Yeah, what's a silver chest? What's a silver war chest? But like, I think it's all gonna expand and open up to me soon. I have to go talk to Shelob again because I saved the city, and they're like, oh, I just better go talk to Shelob again. He's like, yeah, and I'm like, all right. And I was like, I'm gonna go do the collectibles real quick.
Is Shelob the final boss?
I don't, dog.
There's gonna be another Shadow game. We're gonna get a third. You're gonna fight Sauron in the third one.
I don't know what happens at the end of this one. I don't know what happens at the end of this one.
Warner Brothers, that one's free too.
Yeah, Warner Brothers is already thinking about how to spin out Shadow of War.
I think
into a MOBA.
This game already sold really well, didn't it?
I have no idea.
Probably.
It's like the Wildlands of bad games.
Wildlands, is that still the best-selling game this year? New game?
No, I don't know.
That or For Honor.
Call of Duty World War II sold really well, apparently. By the way,
I played a little bit of it. Played some zombies last night.
Here, just put my mic a little closer to myself. Go on, talk to me about it.
It's weird.
How so?
First of all, we're talking about how games look really good. We live in an age where games look really good. I wasn't impressed by how this game looks. It looks kind of outdated.
That's what I've been hearing.
Looks a little blurry, kind of muddy textures, which I guess maybe that's the tone they're going for. But
yeah,
underwhelming visuals. Like I compare this to Battlefield 1, and I'm like, Battlefield 1 is way better looking.
Battlefield 1 looks really good.
Battlefield 1 looks incredible.
Game of the year.
And now Battlefront 2 is gonna look amazing too.
Yeah, that's a game I won't break down and buy after Shadow of War with that fucking loot box on that game. Holy shit.
But
loot box season is now, baby. We're gone.
Watching my friend play some multiplayer. A lot of my friends got the game. They love Call of Duty. They play it every year. They get really into it.
Did they get Infinite Warfare? It's a real question.
I think they did.
Okay.
I don't know if they did, but they're definitely playing this one. And I was watching play some Domination this morning. Looked kind of cool. Just small 6-person matches, like tiny map, no crazy shit going on.
What guns were they using? Like, throw me a gun.
The Greaser.
Okay, the Greaser gun, yeah.
I got the Papish in Zombies. That made me really happy because I love the Papish.
PPSH?
Yeah. The FG.
Okay, FG-42?
Yeah. I can't remember many others.
Thompson submachine gun.
That was probably in
the
the
Colt
game.
45.
There was a Colt 45, I'm pretty sure.
The MP40.
They changed melee. Melee is now a 2-hit kill. I don't like that. And it's a shovel, and it feels really unsatisfying. Like, the knife feels good.
Yeah.
The shovel, I feel like I'm whiffing. Like, even on the zombies, like, didn't feel good.
Gotcha.
I don't know. Weird game. I don't know how I feel about it. I think there's a lot of things that are just different. Not necessarily better or worse, but I definitely feel like this game has some problems. Because I hear the launch problems were bad too. My friend was telling me like, servers were shitty. They couldn't handle it. Like
weird.
A lot of problems on launch.
The game looks weird. So everything I've heard about it is like people are like, oh, the multiplayer is fun. The campaign sucks, and the zombies are like, all right.
The zombies are very different, very weird. It'll take me a little longer to get used to them.
It's been disappointing to hear the campaign's bad, which has been like my like sad part. I'm like, oh.
I asked my friends if you played any of the campaign, and they all just like laughed and said no.
Yeah. I mean,
we live in the reality.
I wonder if like they'll ever just like spin out the campaigns for like a $20 off their own thing. Like, hey, make Call of Duty levels if you want to play them.
Pay $40 for the base game. Pay $20 for the single player.
Yeah.
But like people would freak out. That's the weird thing, because like people would lose their minds over that.
Yeah.
Even though like the numbers show people don't play the single player.
It's time for a change up, and then you only just release the multiplayer only.
The winds of change are blowing. It seemed interesting. It didn't seem bad necessarily, but I definitely felt underwhelmed by what little I had played.
It sucks because like I really liked the Infinite Warfare was a game I bought to be like, I'm gonna play the bad game this year again. And like I was surprised by how much fun I had with Infinite Warfare and how good I thought it was, and was like, wow, this campaign was actually like they sat down and like, hey, let's make a new Call of Duty campaign. And they did it, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. This is a great step forward. And then like this one's been like brought health packs back, and I'm like, why would no one wanted those back? And hey, remember Call of Duty 1? I'm like, yeah, I like that game. I think Call of Duty 1's a better campaign from the looks of it. So it's cool.
I'll have more to report. I'm sure I'll play more.
Yeah,
World
play
War
more with the
II
buds.
Passing with the bros.
Yeah, be like, hey guys, throw me that trench gun, and they, yep.
I don't know if the trench gun's in.
Trench gun's a shot. It's a shotgun. It has to be.
The
in.
snipers seem pretty fun though. My friend was getting some good sniper kills.
What sniper
Quick-
is? The
quick
Springfield.
I don't know if it was a Springfield.
The Kark 98K.
Not my expertise.
The Lee Enfield. All right, those are just.
I know the intervention. I know the intervention.
What, the intervention?
Well, Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was just like naming
Come on, man.
rifles that were bolt action in World War II.
Oh, okay.
That were like the Lee Enfield.
Fucking history nerd.
Hey. That's a little, hey.
PPSH is a cool gun.
PPSH is cool.
Thompson's a cool gun.
PPSH is just a really fast firing pistol because all it has is pistol rounds. It's a real shitty gun that I love.
Yeah.
MP40 is cool. MP44 is cool.
Bouncing Betties are back. I love
Okay,
Betties.
yeah, the boink and they shoot. Yeah, all right, that's good shit.
Good stuff. Throwing knives still for some. I think it's
yeah,
fuck
throwing knives. Honestly, I fucking hate they made it way there in anything.
You watch this compilation, someone throws it across the map.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, fuck those people.
Can we talk about a game I actually played a little bit of though?
No.
Okay. Well,
We're
this
done.
has been the objective perspective.
Yeah, go ahead. What have you? I've been talking for like 20 minutes. You're supposed to jump in.
I wanted to let you go.
Go.
I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to be rude.
Talk about the fucking game.
I started Nier Automata.
Oh shit.
I saved a bombshell.
Oh shit. I didn't.
I wanted to bring the big guns out.
Literally, and how do you feel about Nier Automata?
It's crazy.
It is.
I think this game's got a really high barrier to entry though.
Yes.
Like even for me, I was like, wow, I'm having a hard time just getting into it and learning what the fuck this game is.
Yeah, it's like I said, like I didn't like the beginning of that game. I think we talked about this.
It's really hard to break into. Like
Yep.
I've just now like they told me go to the desert. I did 2 early quests and like it just told me about like the souls pick up your dead body thing. Like I died to some 24 level big robot boy.
Yeah.
And like I think now the game is like starting. I bought a big sword.
How do you feel the combat?
I like it.
Okay.
I think it's like different because you have the gun stuff. The dodge is kind of weird. Still getting used to it. The heavy, the light. I've seen that like easy. You can do all this auto stuff, but I feel like it would hurt me to like not play on normal. I have this weird.
You have
pride
your own
thing.
compulsion.
I have to do it.
Yeah.
And like I'm enjoying it. I want to like learn to get good at it too. But like that tutorial though, like I died in the tutorial and I was really mad because that was the demo I played. Didn't die in the demo, but like for whatever reason, those 2 saw blades sandwiched me and I just fucking died. Had to redo the whole thing because then I found out this game's got crazy saving.
See, I don't remember dying that much in the game. That's just I bumped it down to easy and was like, fuck this combat. I don't enjoy it at all.
I'm just bad.
Yeah, it could be.
I
I mean, I did play through the whole beginning as most of 2B as on normal, so I don't know. I didn't enjoy it that much. It gets better as you can customize your skill set with the chip system.
I mean, just learning the chips took me so long. I accidentally took out my OS chip just on accident because I wanted to see if I could like reinstall stuff, and I wasn't reading it because I was like talking to someone. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I got one of the endings.
Yeah,
I got time to redo that 15 minutes. I just lost. Oh, that was good. So I got 2 endings already.
That music though.
Music's really fucking good. And I can tell it's just gonna get better, I'm sure.
It just gets better. You haven't heard like my favorite tracks yet. Besides like the refugee camp one, I really like
refugee tracks one with the guitar.
The music in like the downtime, I think, is some of my favorite music this year.
Atmospheric, it's like incredible.
Yeah. How do you feel about the story stuff? Like, let me know like what you're thinking about.
Because they've definitely dropped the hints there of like I can see what they're building towards.
So you're just at the desert, right? You're just like
I didn't even get to the desert yet.
Got stuff.
I know.
You got
stuff about robot, human consciousness.
Yeah.
Death, uploading. Yeah. No, yeah. The one trader dude's like, oh yeah, my one leg is broken. Like, I don't want to repair it because that's the only thing left of like my original body. What do I become then? And I'm like, oh shit.
So like it is weird to say like that's almost like the beginner intro stuff to like what the story goes into, but I think you'll really appreciate it.
I believe you, like 100%.
It's cool. I like that game.
I wish it was easier to get into. Like, I'm worried it's going to turn people off.
That's been my thing. That's what I've been telling people. I'm like, you have to really get through it to get to the good stuff.
Like, I found the Yoko Taro in-game guy, the girl wearing, like, the helmet. And I'm like, oh, thank God someone can tell me, like, what the fuck is going on.
Yeah,
and they realize they're like, oh, we know we haven't told you anything.
That game, I remember telling you about this when we were, like, when I first beat it. Or was talking about, I was like, that game's, I feel like that first whole chapter as 2B is groundwork for the game to tell you the story it wants to tell you.
The prologue or where I'm at right now?
The whole part where you play as 2B is groundwork for the game for the story to get going.
Okay.
Which is
I
weird.
don't know what that means.
Yeah, like it's hard to explain until you start playing more of it. But like,
and the idea of multiple playthroughs like makes a lot of sense now in this context of memories and consciousness.
Yeah. Well,
it's just the moment of meeting 9S and he doesn't remember that prologue is it's weird.
It's a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of like stuff that happens that gets really interesting.
I didn't know this game was about aliens. I didn't
know
what this game was about.
Aliens in there. It's weird. It's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm excited to see what I just want to hear you talk more about it when you get farther into it.
I really like the flying parts. I love being in the flying suit.
Flying
suit's
like
the
fun.
bullet hell parts. I think those are really fun and they look really great.
Get prepared for bullet hell parts not in the suit.
Okay.
It's like that game.
I like bullet hell.
That game becomes a bullet hell, but you're just walking around in a bullet hell.
Sounds harder, but
buddy, I have some news for you.
Making a face.
It gets difficult.
Yeah, I believe you.
You're probably gonna like that game. I think you're gonna enjoy it.
I think so too.
But it's really hard to get into, as with every Yoko Taro game that's ever been made.
I wasn't expecting to have this much trouble getting into it. I was like, I can do it. I'm a hardcore gamer. I can handle it.
I think, yeah. I mean, like I think that's like the weird thing to think. Like,
I had a wake up call. I was like, oh shit.
Well, it's not. It's like when like hardcore games like I'm a hardcore. I can get into anything. And I'm like, well, it's not like this game just has a bad intro.
Yeah.
Like it has like it's just not well designed. It's like my actual thing.
That was sarcasm, what I was saying. Earlier.
Yeah. I know.
For the viewers.
Oh yeah, for the viewers. We are hardcore gamers.
We're for the players.
Yeah, we're for the consumer first here. But I think that's the best, easiest one to get into is Nier Automata 2 is the craziest. Actually, Drakengard might be a little easier just because it's bad.
Is Nier hard to get into?
Nier's really fucking hard to get into.
Okay.
Because it literally doesn't spell things out correctly. It has bad systems. Nier. That's why the people stopped playing it because it literally lied in the instructions.
This game is so cool though. Like the way they play with like they've already broken the third wall, and that has made me like, oh god damn it, it's gonna go.
There's a lot.
They're like, oh yeah, turn up your brightness, and I'm like, what? And then you start moving it, and he's like, turn on your sound. Oh no.
I get it. Did you turn on the self destruct?
I turned it off, and he's like, "Oh, you're not supposed to turn this off." And I turned it back on because I felt bad.
So I turned it off and kept it off. He's like, "I won't tell anyone, just so you know."
This game's gonna fuck with my head.
There's some cool shit that happens specifically with all this stuff.
I believe you.
It's some good callback stuff. It's kind of why when you're talking about game of the year, you're like, "I don't want to keep best moment in," and I'm like, I want to keep best moment just for this year of cool shit happening.
Yeah. Even outside of Nier.
Yeah, even outside here, just like Yakuza 0 shooting a helicopter with a pistol. Da, da, da. Honestly, best moment for the year is still just Kira doing the no, like that with a straight face, just staring at the camera, and then breaks onto a song.
It's
No, karaoke and like dancing have been like spot on things I think about every year. Fake love as you fucking walk into a cabaret. What a good game. Good games this year, man.
Yeah, really.
Except Shadow of War.
I was thinking about this because like it's been a great year, but also like a lot of shitty things have happened in the industry this year too.
So this year's been like
the underbelly.
I think like a wake up call in a weird way, where I think like a lot of things are like the SAG extra strike just ended, so that's finally finished.
But like this is the year of the loot box. This is the year of like a ton of studios closing down. Like
I feel like for video games and the real world, it's been a pretty bad year. Some would argue, which is me.
Some would argue that.
I would argue that. I think you would also argue. I'm gonna put the words in your mouth and just say you're gonna argue for that.
You can do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with the statement.
I didn't know.
Yeah, like loot boxes. Studio shutdowns have been real rough this year. I mean, what was it? Not who was the studio just like laid off 90 employees?
Telltale. We should maybe talk about that.
You want to talk about that? Yeah, let's talk about Telltale.
I think that's like crazy because they're like a studio of 400, I think. So they lost.
They went from like
quarter.
10 people to a quarter. Like they lost a quarter % of their company.
So that's the thing is they were really small and then they scaled up really, really fast. And I think we all kind of like were afraid of this happening just because of how fast
they did like
were
a shit ton of guerrilla work really quickly for like I mean they did Minecraft, Game of Thrones,
Borderlands,
Marvel. Did I do Marvel? They're doing Marvel right now, right?
Yeah. Well, now they had Batman,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
That was the Marvel one. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
There's so many.
They did Jurassic Park. They did
a little before their golden age, but yeah.
But I mean that still counts at the time. Like
Wolf Among Us.
Yeah. Back to the Future.
Fuck.
Walking Dead was the big one that really got it all started. And the thing is, like, I never really liked any of their games. It's like the weird thing. I never like fell in love with any of them.
Me neither.
I don't think any of them were for me. But it sucks to see 90 people get like laid off all of a sudden. That just blows. Like that's like a lot of people laid off in like a
90 people is a lot.
Yeah, it's also like 20% of your company's gone.
Like it's
crazy.
A big deal. And like
they have to restructure everything.
They have to restructure, and they're like, well, we're gonna make everything we announce, but like. For instance, they need to remake their engine, and
yeah, they're like talking about like, yeah, we need to like rethink some of this stuff. I'm like, yeah, guy, like you were coasting on Walking Dead.
It feels like they had the lightning in the bottle and they Activisioned like themselves.
Yeah, which is like it's kind of heartbreaking. It's like, but hopefully they'll pull it around, maybe bring that people back. I don't know.
I'd love to know if they can make their own stories that aren't just licensed out. You know what I mean? Like I'd love to know if their storytelling can stand on its own with their own characters.
Well, I guess the weird thing is they'd already proved that with like The Walking Dead was like it just used the Walking Dead material, but it was all their own characters really.
Yes, but also that's the only example of them doing that either. Like you talk about, they do a little bit of that with stuff like Game of Thrones, but it's the IPs I think that really bring their games to relevancy.
The weird thing is like the ones with the IP sucked the most. Like the ones that people don't like the most. Like people like the
I
Borderlands
Galaxy sucks.
Yeah, like people like the Borderlands one. That's all like mostly original characters.
People like Batman.
Yeah, people like
things.
People like Batman, which is like already a fucking already a damning sentence in its own right. I would say.
I like Batman.
Yeah, I know. What Batman do you like? Though, like actually, like hit me with like what's the Batman you like?
I like.
Do you like the Dark Knight and Batman Begins? And like that's it?
No.
Okay. What do you
series?
Got? Yeah. All right. There you go. Now you have my heart a little bit now.
I think just like any iteration of Batman is enough to like pique my interest.
I don't know. I still like the animated stuff way more than I've ever liked the movie stuff.
I like that he is this Sherlock Holmes-esque character that can just be rebooted in different ways.
Yeah. I really like was it Batman Forever or like with the animated show where it's like Batman like is retired and it's like the new Batman.
I don't know that one.
That's a really good animated show. I really like that one a lot. It's pretty good.
I like Arkham Asylum.
I like Arkham Asylum. I do like Arkham City.
I do like Arkham City.
I don't like Arkham Knight.
I have it.
I
don't have Knight.
It's just more of the same. And Origins is literally the same. I feel like Batman's been a little played into the ground though.
Maybe.
You know? I kind of like the way with zombies. Like I feel like that way with Batman a little bit, even though I like zombies more than Batman. Right now, like where I could be like, yeah, I can play a zombie game. I can play Days Gone. Someone's got to play Days Gone.
That game's gonna sell really well. Don't worry.
Yeah, I want to play the God of War game. Is really where I'm at after the Sony press conference and all that stuff.
They put out a trailer of some new combat. Did you watch it?
I haven't watched that
I
yet.
didn't watch it, but I was like, oh, thank God, maybe they're actually like putting in a combat system.
Hopefully.
I didn't see it though.
If you got the PS4 Pro, Shadow of the Colossus runs at 60 FPS.
Really?
The remake, yep.
Ooh,
PS4 regular runs at 30 FPS.
I can handle that.
Yeah, so can I. That's how I played the original. I played the original below 30 FPS. I can handle just flat 30 FPS.
Yeah.
Because, man, that fucking original game chugged like a motherfucker.
I don't want to watch
areas.
trailers for the new Shadow of the Colossus.
I have, and I'm like, oh, it's so... Like, the trailers are good. Like, they're just like...
All right, I'll go watch this trailer.
They're like showing, like, not the, like... They're not like, boom, boom, here's every single Colossus. It's like, yo, how do you make the atmospheric trailer of Shadow of the Colossus again?
Like, we
And I'm
know
like,
all the Colossi, too.
Yeah.
They can't show the last one. They can't show the big thunder guy.
they can't.
He's going to look so good.
Game looks good.
What's your favorite Colossus? What's your favorite one?
I'm a sucker for Beard Man underneath the city. Like where you have to climb his beard up.
yeah.
I like that one. I love
one's
that
cool.
fight a lot.
I love the gecko that crawls around in
Yeah.
the pit. That one's intense because he shoots you.
Yeah, I like the bird that like finally have to jump on him. That's like a classic.
First one's classic. The sand one, the
I
sand
wanna
dragon.
I want to see that in the game as it comes down and goes like you see like coming towards you. That game is great.
the turtle, where you have to get him over the geyser to flip over.
The man you hit in the head that you like walk into a pillar. You know. It's gonna be good.
The sword one.
I think their trailer for the PS. They released two trailers. They released one on the YouTube channel was different, and one at the show was different. But I think they've released them both now. But the one was like he goes in the desert. And it's the flying like
The sand dragon.
that one's so good. I need to see that trailer. It's so good.
The second one, like the big, like dog-looking one. That's the one that
Like
clicked
the
for me.
big
You hit his
horse one?
hooves.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's another horse one.
Yeah, there's a two.
The second
Well,
one's the one where it
the
clicked
third,
for
the
me.
one's I think that's more of a zebra. And that one's more of a horse.
Oh, okay.
It's more.
Because
like,
a gazelle.
It's
if
like
you
you
will.
like hits the ground, it like go behind it and
we've
jump
got the
up.
bull one.
Yeah.
The bull one's the classic.
There's two bull ones.
There's two bull. They're both good.
You just get it with fire.
I think the one that really aggravated me was the second to last one, the 15th, where you like he's just that giant. You have to go up around him just to get on top of him.
Yeah,
That guy's a pain in the ass.
I like that one a lot though.
Yeah.
Sword one's cool.
Sword one's awesome. You climb on his sword.
That game's good, man. Just like thinking about that game's like fuck.
Took me so long to figure out how to beat the worm guy. When you ride on the horse, you have to have him like run into the pillar.
Yeah.
That one took me so long.
Man, that game is good.
Good game.
I want to play that game again. I'm excited for that, or like a lot actually. That's gonna probably end up just somehow on my game of the year list of like, hey, you should think about this game again.
Do you think there's gonna be new content? Do you want new content?
I don't want new content.
You don't want it. Okay.
I wanted them to focus so heavily on making that original content just really great looking.
Okay.
That's all I want.
Cool.
I like them to bring back the time attack challenges and bullshit like that again. That'd be really cool still.
Did they do that for the HD collection?
For the I don't know. I actually don't remember. I think they did, but for the original, there's a time attack challenge. And
I didn't
boss
even
rush.
know that. Huh.
There's like a weird, like the most Japanese arcadey stuff you can put into that game. Like it was like time attack and boss challenge.
And they're
run.
like one of the most artsy, weird
Yeah.
games. Maybe not one of the weirdest, but
And it's so weird that guy's only made like one good game that I like. Like I don't like Ico and I don't like Last Guardian, but I really love Shadow of the Colossus.
I want to play Ico. I have not.
Should give it a shot.
I should give it a shot.
Yeah, it's a video game for sure. The
But-
Chase Weaver review.
But yeah, in closing, you're talking about this year, things that were maybe really great, and then it's also like industry wide, maybe kind of not great.
Yeah, I mean, like it's always like we have like weird bullshit coming up in the industry. Like, I
And
think
everyone's always doomsaying, and
yeah, we always have doomsayers. I think most people who think about it are pretty level headed about it. I usually think it's like mostly just like
single player games are dead. Everyone.
it's usually like the fucking hamstringing, like the fucking sideline blog people who are like video games are dead, and
Yeah.
like I don't think anyone actually thinks that way. Or like videos, like I think it's just like gonna change for a while, like it always does. Like when RPGs died for a bit, they just were gone, but they weren't actually gone. They were just gone for some certain things. Like remember the 360 and PS3 just not having RPGs.
You still got Lost Odyssey.
Lost Odyssey's good.
I want to play Lost Odyssey.
Should play Lost Odyssey sometime when
Ah.
there's not 1,000 video games coming out a second.
It's never gonna happen.
Who knows?
There's always gonna be a
If,
thousand.
if these video games are finally dying, we might have time to go back.
Oh, thank God! One good thing to come out of
Yeah,
this.
go back and play Lost Odyssey again.
Woo!
Break that backwards compatible, baby.
Probably
I think it
isn't.
is.
That's backwards compatible, and Blue Dragon backwards compatible though.
Yeah, give me Blue Dragon 1 and 2.
Give me Star Ocean.
Do those games suck? Don't Blue Dragon 1 and 2 just blow?
I think Blue Dragon is not great.
Yeah.
I think
I remember playing the original a little bit and going, this sucks.
and Star Ocean not to the end of time. What is it? What's the Xbox one? The one with the terrible voice acting.
I don't remember, man.
Okay.
I want to say Infinite Undiscovery, but I feel like it's just a different game.
I want to finish Infinite Undiscovery. I got a bug and I could never get myself unstuck. Cause
I just want to beat Lost Story, like the that Wii RPG game. That I never,
Lost Story.
Yeah, I never played that. I heard it was like
Wait,
I've heard
wait,
like
wait.
mixed good things about it.
Which one's Lost Story? The Last Story.
The Last Story.
The Last
yeah.
Story. That's the Final Fantasy people.
I heard
That
that
one's
was
weird.
good, but
That was
like,
Operation Rainfall.
yeah, I never played it.
I have Pandora's Tower and I haven't played it.
We have a lot of fucking games.
Have you played Pandora's Tower?
I have not played Pandora's Tower.
That game's weird.
If you give like the Final Fantasy people to do anything that's not Final Fantasy, they just make a fucking weird game.
I don't know that they made Pandora's Tower, but like out of the trio, like Xenoblade was the one that everyone talked about, and the other two kind of got brushed under.
Well, you just go for like a reason.
Well, everyone thought Last Story would be the one. That's the one people like tried to get.
Yeah,
No one cared about Xenoblade.
Xenoblade's good.
How wrong we were.
I wasn't wrong. Xenoblade's good. Spot Xenoblade had Monado in it.
Do you like Xenoblade more than Xenogears?
Yeah,
I need to play Xenogears.
you?
That's the debate, dude. Is Final Fantasy VII versus Xenogears? I've seen
Man-
those debates.
Man, fuck those debates. Is like
Those
where I sit.
Those are the like we talk about SNES RPG snobs.
Those fucking people.
I read those Final Fantasy VII Xenogears threads. Man, they get philosophical, dude.
Well, yeah, like those both of the games like have like very heavy philosophies in them.
Wasn't there like a whole act where someone's just sitting in a chair, like text on screen in Xenogears?
I haven't played Xenogears.
That was from a forum post. That's how I heard that information. I don't know if this is reputable.
Oh, I don't know if this is true information or not. It's weird. Like I have no love for the PS1 style Final Fantasy fucking games at all.
Don't you like 9?
Like I like 9 fair enough, but like
Okay.
I also like 8 fair enough. I like 7 fair enough too.
Okay.
I just don't think they're like the hottest video. Like I didn't play them at their release, so I wasn't like blown away by FF7 storytelling. Even though I like FF8 maybe like a little more.
We got to the PS2. We perfected the 3D
Yeah.
RPG.
You got 10,
10. It's great.
you got 12,
Nah.
and you got 11 somehow in there too.
Is there any way for me to play 11
No.
in this day and age? There is absolutely a way. Someone's got a server somewhere, right?
Maybe. I don't know if the server. I think the servers got shut down recently.
No, but there's got to be like pirated, like illegal
Maybe.
servers.
Yeah.
I
Find
should-
your old
I
vanilla
sh-
server of Final Fantasy 11.
I should just do it. So
Is
I
there
can
any
say
way
I
to play
did
the
it.
original Final Fantasy 14 server? Is like that's where I'd be more thinking about.
Dude, that game was broke. I remember those videos.
Yeah. Then
You
they,
would die
Then
and
they
you would just be
blew up
dead.
the world.
That's a great way to reboot your game.
Oh yeah, it was cool.
Also, now everyone on VGHL loves Final Fantasy 14 now.
That's a lie because me and you don't.
Everyone I talk to is like, oh, yeah, I've been playing Final Fantasy 14.
We have Evan who really likes it.
And then like all the new people.
Yeah, but I don't like listen to them.
Well, I listen to them. I have them on my podcast, and they
Yeah.
tell me what they like to play.
Like you're a producer. I'm just someone who doesn't care about it.
I'm a big shot.
Yeah.
Call me a big
I
shot.
like that people want to hear their opinions. I like to hear both sides of an argument. Call me Dave Rubin because I'm listening.
What do you say we wrap this up?
Let's wrap it up. I hope you guys have a good rest of your days because I'm going to be so fucking busy.
Happy pre-Thanksgiving, everyone.
Yeah, happy pre-Thanksgiving. We'll maybe talk to
Eat
you a little bit before or after.
Eat a pumpkin pie casserole.